Hello again, guys. I'm going to try another video here, amateur. I put strong emphasis on amateur with kind of a dinosaur camera. It doesn't always cooperate. But I'm going to show you, I don't know, about 10 of my favorite cars here out of my collection. I'm going to start off with some of the star cars, as I call them. I have a separate collection, I've categorized my collections: star cars, street rods, muscle cars, real race cars, so on and so on. Daily drivers. This one has always been one of my favorites. It's been in my collection for many, many years. This is a good old Monkey Mobile. This one's the one that came in the single pack. And the one that came in the single pack has the, I don't know what you would call these wheels. They're just a basic, I don't know, chrome rim, really. I ordered the decals off a seller from eBay to put on the side because I do have another one packaged that did not come with the monkey's emblem on the side. So that there is one of my favorites there. It's got a little bit of heartwarming to it. This next one is a custom that I did from a Johnny Lightning casting. You'll never find this one anywhere. This is literally a one-of-a-kind in my collection. It's from the movie Two-Lane Blacktop, the 55 Chevy that was later used, repainted black and used in the American Graffiti movie. This came out really well, really well. I was very pleased with the way this came out. The hood is removable, and it does have the dual 454 in it with that baking pan hood scoop, as I always called it. But the car did come out really nice, really, really nice. And I've been offered a pretty penny for that, and I won't take it. I've made it out of Hot Wheel castings. Another off-brand casting I made, and I sold those. But this one here was my first, and it was, I think, the best casting because it had the post in between the windows. And I forget what the wheels came off of. It was an off-brand car, but they were the closest that I could find there. Now this next one is another basically one-of-a-kind custom. Was the good old Beverly Hillbillies wagon. I was kind of messing around one day, and this is a Hot Wheels casting. I forget the actual name of it right now, but I didn't have anything to go off of other than my memory that day, and that's how I ended up with it, adding as much detail as I could from memory, so to speak. And I wish I could remember the doggone name. The whole back end of it was made out of balsa wood. I'd cut the die-cast rear end off of it to replace it with that. But it came out pretty good. I've had a lot of compliments on it. It's won a few contests as well. And it was also featured in a die-cast magazine several years ago. Not necessarily featured, but it was pictured in there. This other one's not a TV star car, but it's one of my recent acquirements. Is the Sox and Martin Pro Stock Cuda, or Super Stock, I forget which one this would be, but there's two different versions of this. This one is the most detailed, and it does come with the Krager mags. It's lettered accurately. Really looks good. I added a little detail to the front end of it there by painting it silver and blackwashing the grille for the blacked out areas. But the car's beautiful. The other brand has larger plastic tires. They're still Johnny Lightning brands, but it also has it looks to me like an oversized plain chrome wheel. And the lettering on it is not near accurate. It doesn't even say Plymouth on the rear quarter panel there. But that's a beautiful car, one that I've been hunting for several years. And I finally acquired one. This one came in the classic plastic that came with a little replica of a model car box, the Johann model that used to be available. 1/24th, 1/25th scale plastic model kit. But boy, I'm very proud to have that one in my collection now. Another one I was pretty impressed with was this is a Matchbox release of a 68 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck. They did a good job on this. I was really impressed with this casting. The detail on it was great. And pretty accurate, I would say. I don't like it when either Hot Wheels or Matchbox, the way they do the beds in their pickup trucks, their Rancheros, El Caminos, half the bed is die cast and the other plastic of a different color. So what I do is I get a little bit of satin black paint and paint the full beds, kind of like a rhino liner, so to speak, and adds to the detail and the looks of it. But that's really a nice casting. And if you get a chance to find that on the pegs, I'd grab it. Very new. Now here's another. This is an off-brand. I don't want to use the word Cheese Master because it's a Macedo, and Macedo does a nice casting. I was never impressed with their wheels. But I picked up this 55 Chevy, I think at a dollar store, on sale for like 60 cents, something like that. And the first thing I did was give it a wheel swap. Just stay the basic 5-spoke Hot Wheels wheels. Added some detail to the front, the grill, blackwashing it. And it came out to be a pretty nice looking casting. I'm really impressed with this. I added a little bit of detail to the rear end by adding the taillights with the chrome rings around them. First I painted with a chrome silver paint, let that dry, and then dab it in with the red to simulate the red lenses. But this really made a nice looking casting. I'm pretty proud of that one. Another one of my recent acquirements, very hard to get, was this new release of the Johnny Lightning 1974 Pontiac GTO. Car is gorgeous. No issues whatsoever. The car is actually beautiful. Like I said, it's a very rare one. It's very hard to get a hold of. Of course, we all know that General Motors gave Pontiac the axe. And this is one of the last of the breed of the GTOs. Hot Wheels did release a 2006 model, I think it was, which I also have in my collection. But this is really a beautiful car. Really a gorgeous car. Next one here is an Auto World Challenger that I'm very impressed with. I did a wheel swap on it. I never really cared for the wheels that came on the Auto Worlds. They say they were true 1/64th scale. I don't believe they were. They always looked too small to me. But I always loved this color that Chrysler put out in the cars. And one of the Challenger 346 pack TAs was always one of my favorite cars. And now I have a really good looking model of it. Very nicely detailed. Very nicely detailed. Another new B, so to speak, is this M2 68 Dodge Dart. Another very beautiful Mopar. I love the green rims matching the paint and the little baby moon or dog dish, whichever you prefer, hubcaps. I always liked that look. That just gave it an evil look. Got the cool stripe around the back of it. Very nicely detailed. No options of an opening hood or anything like that, but still, I'm happy with it. I really like it. Good looking car. And my actual latest that I've added is the 69 Dodge Dart. Or is that the 68? I can't remember. I don't know. One's a 68 and the other's 69. I can't remember which right now. This car, I am very impressed with it. It's a really strange thing happened. The way I acquired this, my wife and I went shopping at a Walmart store, grocery shopping, pretty early that morning. I always got to run to the toy aisle. It's like an addiction since I've been into collecting. And they actually had 4 of those hanging there. And I just grabbed one because I was going to leave some for, other fellow collectors. So we check out. I get home and I photograph it, posted it on some of my favorite Facebook groups, one of my favorite websites that is still an actual discussion website where I've learned a lot and been a member of for many, many years. Is the Diecast Garage. www.diecastgarage.org, I think, is the call numbers for it, whatever. But I wasn't home maybe 30 minutes or so, and a lot of people was like, oh, I'd like to have that. A lot of, oh, I'm looking for that car. So I headed back out there to get the other ones to send out as random acts of kindness, ROAKs, or whatever you want to call them, to my collecting friends that wanted this car really bad. They were gone. I couldn't believe it. Within 15 minutes to 30 minutes, the rest were gone. But I guess this is going to be a pretty popular one and a very hard one to find. And this is also another one that the grill came all chrome. Now, the green one came with a detailed grill, blacked out where it should be. So I got some fine, very fine paint brushes and sharpened up a toothpick, and I went at it. And I gave it a blacked out grill like it should look. Very beautiful car, guys. Very beautiful car. So, if you're looking for it, I wish you the best of luck and hope you can grab this one and add to your collection. So I'm going to sign off for now and see how this camera does. And hopefully down the road, I can get a little bit better at this and get some updated equipment. Like I said, this camera here is about as dinosaur as T-Rex himself. But we'll close out from Mel's Drive-In right now, and I'll get some more later. Have a good one.